With the championship roster, the last thing I thought we would be talking about right now would be the rise of a rookie. But given Tyler Kolek's confidence, his playmaking, his shot creation, and his overall feel for the game, it's clear the Knicks are prioritizing his development. We are watching a superstar being developed right before our eyes. We're going to break down exactly what the league is saying about Tyler Kolek, look at how he's developing his game, and so much more today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. The Knicks are developing Tyler Kolek into a superstar. New York has made two major trades this offseason. We traded for Mikal Bridges and we traded for Karl Anthony Towns. We are firmly in our window to win a championship, but it seems like all anybody can talk about right now are the Knicks rookies, specifically Tyler Kolek. He has been putting on a show during the preseason, and even though he still needs to work on his defense some, he's shown he's more NBA ready than most people expected, and his development is being recognized all across the league. Let's take a look at exactly what the NBA is saying about Tyler Kolek. Shout out to New York Basketball on the app X for giving us the following information. According to NBA insider Tim Legger, he said the following about Kolek. Kolek can really play, man. I was so impressed with him in Vegas. His vision of the strong side to weak side with delivering the basketball and on point with incredible crispness and such decisiveness. Kolek has been impressing a lot of people in the NBA, and clearly Legger on the All-NBA podcast could only rave about him and his development. Shout out to Knicks Fan TV, a great podcast for the Knicks as well, too. If you're watching this show, please make sure you subscribe to Knicks Fan TV as well, because they're great at everything that they do. And they gave us the following information after they interviewed Tyler Kolek's personal trainer and coach, Nick Carrera. According to his trainer, he believes that Kolek will be even better at the NBA level. Here's what he said. When he has all of these talented guards around him, the fact that he's getting to shoot, I think he's really going to show he's got some ability behind the arc. To his trainer's point, during preseason, he has not been scared of the moment. When he has the ball in his hands and he has some room to operate, if he's open from three, he's going to take that shot. And oftentimes, he's making that three-point shot. So you got to give credit to his trainer here. He is on point with what he's saying about Kolek, because Kolek's confidence, his playmaking, his vision, it's all been on display during the preseason. He's been finding other players, especially our other rookie in Ariel Hukporti. During this one play inside, you can see he's controlling the pace, controlling the offense, and then he sees Hukporti open, passes him the ball, boom. Easy bucket, easy basket. That's what you want your point guards to do. He's been doing this during Summer League, during the preseason. He's flashing superstardom. And this is the reason why. Because he understands his game. He knows how to get inside. But best of all, he knows how to manipulate once he's there. Who else knows how to do that on this team very well? I don't know. Our superstar point guard in Jalen Brunson. And that's the person that Kolek gets to learn from, gets to be around. He's going to get better just by association, because you just can't be around all of these great players and not get better. Jalen Brunson was also recently asked about Tyler Kolek. Shout out to the New York Post Steph Bondi for giving us the following information. This is what Brunson had to say about Kolek. Besides the fact that he went to Marquette, I like Tyler a lot. That's my guy. I'm not surprised with the way he's been playing. Just watching him since being here, working on his game every day, being in the gym, you put the work in. The results are going to show. Thibodeau said the following about Tyler Kolek as well. I've said this before. To me, the first step is to come in and learn how to be a pro. And he's already demonstrated that. Kolek joining this championship team is the best thing that could ever happen for his career. Shout out to the account Rit Holtzman on the app X for giving us the following information. According to him, Tyler Kolek has this unique ability to manipulate defenders via ball fakes and head fakes while on the move going full speed. He can pass fake, shot fake, and only then pass, all within the short time after he gathers. This is a great ability to have, and he's displaying it as a rookie. With the way they're praising Kolek, you would think he's a former first-round pick, but he's a second-round pick. He probably could have went in the first round. The Knicks likely wanted to get him in the first round, but because of Brock Aller, the team's capologist, he wanted to make sure New York had the room to operate, the money to make the moves they needed to make. And clearly, he did just that. They got Karl-Anthony Towns, they got Mikal Bridges, they got Pacome Dadier, and they were still able to get Tyler Kolek in the second round. They stole him. He's the steal of this draft, and he's showing you exactly why. Everybody around the league is praising this kid because of his development. Let's take a look at some of the plays he's been doing during the preseason and why he's getting this praise. Because he's been going off. When he's been given the time, he's been doing everything you want to see a rookie do. And that's impressed me and a lot of other New York Knicks fans. All right, look at Kolek over here, driving inside, using his body, pulling up off the dribble. You don't see that a lot anymore in the NBA, but Kolek, he can do that. And everybody's impressed by it because you don't see that anymore. Take a look at him again. Going inside, finding Huckaporty, boom, inside, easy bucket. And again, using his body, protecting the ball, going inside, finding an open lane, and boom, making the basket as well too. Kolek has just been extremely impressive because he understands how to use his body inside and how to manipulate inside. And that's the most creative thing that we've seen from him. Now, admittedly, as I mentioned earlier in the video, his defense does need work. But I will say this, his defense from the Summer League up to where it is right now has shown an improvement. He even got a block the other day and then converted that block into a three-point shot. That was magical to watch. So don't get it twisted or anything. Kolek is developing in a lot of different ways. Not just his playmaking, not just his vision, not just his offense. His defense is getting better as well too. And that's the ticket for him right there. If he wants to see significant time on this team, if he wants to carve out significant time off the bench for himself, the only way to do that is to improve his defense. Because if he does that and gives the Knicks everything else that he's displaying right now, he is going to be a significant piece for this team moving forward in the future. Now, I don't think that Kolek plays significant time for this team this season, just because of the roster that we have, how stacked we are at the guard position, and the fact that the Knicks are likely only going to run out 9 players, maybe 10 if they need to. But I don't see Kolek getting minutes unless it's situational minutes or it's garbage time. Not that I'm saying I want that for Kolek. I'm just saying, given how stacked New York is right now, it seems like that's the only role that we have for him. But maybe in the future, next year, or even the year after that, he is going to get significant time for this team. And if I'm looking at Kolek, I'm seeing all the signs, seeing his development. I think next year, he will absolutely be playing a significant role for this team off the bench because you can't deny his impact. You can't deny that greatness. You can't deny what we're seeing right before our eyes, what we saw clips of just earlier. He has superstar potential. He is displaying flashes at certain times of superstardom. There's no way to ignore that. You can say it's just preseason. You can say you still need to see him go up against real NBA level talent. But in my eyes, in my opinion, he's doing exactly what we need him to do. The fact that we're talking about the Knicks rookies when we have a championship roster says everything that you need to know. Right now, we should be talking about Cat. We should be talking about Brunson, Mikal Bridges, how our 5 position is shaping out to be. All of those things. But we're not. We're focusing on the rookies. We're focusing on Tyler Kolek. And not without reason. We're doing it because he's making us do it. He's making us talk about him. He is making us have a conversation about him, his development, and potentially us watching the next star being born for the Knicks because of everything he's doing and everything he's displaying. There's a reason he's the most paid second-round pick in NBA history. The Knicks did that for him for a reason. They're developing him in this way for a reason. And the fact that he has Jalen Brunson, maybe the best mentor you could ever ask for if you're Tyler Kolek, right next to him. He can ask him questions. He can watch him practice. He can practice with him. He can go up against him during practice. This is exactly what Kolek needed. And him having Brunson around him each and every day during practice, day after day after day, year after year, He's going to pick a lot up. And because of what he picks up, because of his high-level basketball IQ already, he is going to turn himself into a star. And if given the time, given the playing time with this team, mark my words, he will become a superstar because he has the talent to do so. He's surrounded by the players to do so. And he's in the environment where it's perfect for him to develop into exactly what we all believe he can be, a superstar. Continue doing your thing, Kolek, because not only myself, not only the entire New York Knicks fan base, but everybody around the league is taking notice of what you're doing, your development, and your game. So, young man, continue doing everything that you're doing because clearly it's working. But what about you guys? What do you think about Tyler Kolek, his development, his rise in the league, and potentially him becoming a superstar for this team? Let me know in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans. Peace.